Today is the 28th of May and we are still in May flowers for another couple of days. And then we are moving on to June and June palettes. I'm just going to pull. I don't know why it comes on with the volume. Usually it doesn't come on with the volume. I just want to show you, good morning Melissa, today we are drawing Rebecca from Made by Reb. I will put a link afterwards because I couldn't find it for some reason, I couldn't find it. But yeah, I'm drawing Reb, so if you want to take a screenshot and draw Reb with me, you can totally do that. And the flowers, she added a couple of flowers to her her message with me, and there's this one. I think this is a flower of some kind of vegetable, but I'm not 100% sure. And then this, the zucchini flower. So good morning, Sarah. Good morning. Good morning. See, hi Julia, how are you? Good evening. If you haven't seen my Substack post, because last night Beth mentioned yesterday in a comment and said, what exactly is June palettes? And I guess if I forget, right, that if you are not here in the morning, or if you don't come to our Zooms, or if you are not part of our group anyway, I just assume that, well, if you're not part of it, then you don't really care to be a part of it. But that's not true, and especially not true when there are many other people who may want to join. So I just want to show you, I'm taking this picture that I keep taking from, because I think it makes a little bit more sense that I show you. So every day we are going to have an image that we're going to be working from, and thank you to those of you who are dropping images for your day for the month of June. And we are going to be working from the palette of the painting. Now you can choose whatever you want to choose as your palette or as your subject matter, but we're all going to be working from the same palette. So what I did yesterday was I went to, if you don't know it, it's called the Botanica Collective. I know that some of you do go to it, and they have a weekly image. So this week's weekly image is this, that you can draw from, and then you just tag them. And so mine was based on this image. So what I did, I took this image, I did a sketch, just a very rough sketch of this image, try to fit it in to a little bit more of a rectangle, looked at where the light was coming from, put my image to the side, took my image, did a very quick rough sketch on my paper of this drawing. Didn't have because I didn't want to get distracted by the image that I was drawing from. And then I looked at the color palette that was from this painting, because that was what I was working from. So this was an example of what I'm going to be doing daily. And then I transferred the colors to here. So I looked at, and this was not necessarily like proportion wise in percentage of color, because I took this color and I made it the table, and then I took this color and made it the bun. So some things kind of like naturally worked out because of, like, for example, this color was close to here, and because it's watercolor and this is probably oil, there is a little bit of a different feel, but it's really taking the colors and bring them into an image that you want to work with. But I just wanted to let you know that it can be anything. It can be, you know, it can be a pair of glasses every day that you take the colors from and you you embellish the glasses or paint the glasses with that. It can be a cup, it can be a cuddly toy, it can be something from your pantry, it can be a car, like, right? Like, so it can be anything. But I just wanted to show, I think this way you kind of can figure it out, and you choose your subject matter and you use whatever you like. So I may choose to do, next time I may choose to do an interior, I may choose to do a shelf of books, I may choose to do, so daily something has to inspire me, and I don't have that planned yet. I need to sit down and think about that. But yeah, so I hope that helps a little bit more. But yeah, you could take weekly images from, there's the Botanica Collective, there's the Room Portrait Club, there's Still Life Still Here. There's lots of like prompts online, and if you want I can give you a list of those as well, and people do those and then they post them, and then it becomes like a double whammy community kind of thing. So that's, you know, that's where I'm at. And then I just wanted to show you, because Maria was yesterday, or the day before, Maria started a thread on her Substack, and it was an embroidery thread, chat. For anybody who loves embroidery and wants to be inspired and post their projects that they're working on. So this is a book by Arona from Buku. Those of you who are in Toronto will know of her. If you don't know of her, you can look her up. So Buku is Bookou, and this book's lovely because there's a lot of projects in the book. So I can just do a little bit of a quick flip through. She has some of her patterns online that you can purchase through her as well, but it's beautifully set out. She does this with all her books. They're very project based. In the beginning, she has how she goes about stitching, and she teaches us about stitching and the stitching and different stitches, which I really like. And there's lots of different projects. So I'm not going to show you all of them, but if you don't know her work, go and have, like, I love these little brooches. Anyway, so just wanted to show you that. Maybe you can get it at the library or treat yourself. She also has other books. She has a new embroidery book coming out soon, and she has a holiday book which I love, and that has embroidery projects in it as well. Okay. She has a great YouTube channel. Thank you, Melissa. I always forget about the YouTube channel, but she's on Instagram and she has YouTube. And now I'm going to draw Reb. Good morning, Reb. Where did I put the paper that I just had? Reb is our subject matter for today. And I just got paper out. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? I will find it. That's bizarre. How does that happen? Literally took paper out. Oh, here it is. Okay. And good morning, Leslie. Just jumping on to see what you're painting today. Off to catch some icebergs in Newfoundland. Lovely palette shot. Yeah, Leslie, make sure, if you haven't put a picture in the Padlet, put a picture in the Padlet. And yes, take lots of photos of the icebergs, Leslie. And Nanette says, thanks, Shard, that's a good explanation. You are welcome. And Sarah says, I love that you're making it simpler for people like me who feel overwhelmed sometimes. And it also, like, it can just be, for everybody, it can just be this. It can just be this. If you want to just do this, we did this last week. If you want it just to be this, you can have you can make it just that. Okay, so don't feel overwhelmed. Like, this is what we did last Friday. If you missed this, we just took an image and we just did a palette. So if you just want to play around with mixing colors all month, then do that. Okay, so don't feel like you have to do something crazy or, you know, challenging artistically. It can be a playful month as well. That's what mine was supposed to do, but you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may do some of those palettes if I don't feel like, you know, really drawing and painting that morning. Meryl says, good morning. Who is the artist book about? That's the it's the group of 7. It's the Canadian artists. Meryl, I picked it up. It's an old book. I picked it up from the thrift store last week. Good morning, Susan. How are you? And hello, Tammy from Mocha Tribe. Nice of you to join. All right, I got to get started because we have a beautiful picture of Reb today, and Reb is here. So that's a little bit of a pressure, like little pressure there. Here's Reb. Reb, you're going to see your face a lot this morning because I'm going to leave you out for a little while. Yeah, so it was actually Melissa who suggested Reb because Reb has a wonderful garden from what I could see the pictures of and loves to garden. Nanette said, I bought the one Melissa got, but there are so many lovely books out there, may have to get another. And if you are not, I don't know if they still have the same offer, but Creative Bug has some incredible embroidery, and I don't have my embroidery here, but I've done a lot of embroidery with Creative Bug. They have a lot of classes on embroidery and they're fantastic. What's the name of that lady? I'm trying to think. The lady who's on Creative Bug who does all the embroidery classes. Do you remember? I'm trying to think. Hang on. Sorry, my dog is like eating her feet so much and I hate it. I tried putting apple cider vinegar in her water to make her stop eating her feet. I think it's all the pesticides and all the sprays that everybody's using outside, and I think it's irritating. Like, I think it's the season as well, but she's like, they're very irritated. So, well, she's irritated by her feet. Her feet are itchy. Sarah says, good picture, Reb. I can't wait to see Shah's interpretation. I know. I'm going to back you up a little bit, Reb. Like with your face, I'm going to make you a little bit more like Beatrice Potter. A little bit smaller. Just so that I can see your shoulders more. Do you have a gardening channel as well, Reb? Nanette says, do you just pay for classes individually on Creative Bug? I'm part of Skillshare. I'll have to see if they have any embroidery classes. Melissa says, sounds like Pipe has seasonal allergies. prebiotic. Yeah, I should give her some of the prebiotic probiotic supplement. I have some, or allergy pills from the vet will help. No garden channel. Reb says I'm not that good. Oh, I think it looks great. Melissa says Simon says a daily allergy pill or he would eat himself. And Leslie says it was a big trend in the 70s to do your zodiac sign and flowers on your blue jeans. Gosh, I sound old. No, I think that's, you know what? You could bring it back, Leslie. I love that. Yeah, I may have to, because I've been giving her probiotic, but not regularly. I have to give her regularly. And if not, I'll go and see the vet because it's a little bit much. Like, where on your jeans would you put it, Leslie? On the back pocket? Yeah, the kids would be so into that now. Melissa says, I'm going to embroider on some of my jackets. Yeah, I've also had that thought, Melissa, to do, because I love when I see an embroidered jacket. Like, I love it. And they always pop up in my feeds. All right, slight tilt to the head, so I gotta make sure I get that. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I make your head a little bit more straight. You could do that too. What is everybody else drawing today? Are you doing the flowers of today? I didn't even look what the flowers were. I know Reb has included some flowers for me, but I will look at the flowers of the day as well and try and include them all. Well, so much for making your head smaller because it's grown again. I don't know how that happens, but it does. So today, Jennifer Caballeros has her book club. I know that some of you go to that. And I'm not sure if there's anything else happening today. Does anybody else have anything that they're going to? Are there any other drawing sessions today? It's Wednesday. Okay, I need to make your nose longer. This is where, like, pass, this is the first pass, and then I can come in with the second pass. And I've made your face too wide. I mean, it's all good to see how I correct a face as well. It's a little bit of pressure because you're right there watching. I'm like, oh my gosh, better do a good job today. All right, let's change. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna go with a little darker tone and just correct. It's the nice thing about Neocolors. And all this month I have not used Neocolors with water. They've just been dry, which isn't really, like, it was just how these portraits were going, like, and I didn't feel like I needed to add water. So I could, if I wanted to, add a little bit of water. This isn't the right paper though to do that. I feel like it would just get a bit worn down. All right, so this is where I can bring the lips down a little bit. It's like I'm doing another complete pass of her face and features. And then I'll come in with another color as well. Oh, and then so I think with Creative Bug you buy a monthly subscription, so it's similar to Skillshare, but then I'm not sure how many classes. I think you get one class a month to keep in your library. Oh, I don't actually know because I was a teacher on Creative Bug. I still have lifetime access. So hopefully they don't take that away from me. I should really use it more because maybe I'll do another embroidery pass. I always forget, like, I think embroidery is one of those things that you just have to keep doing it to remember the stitches. Like, I can remember the basic ones, but some of the other ones where that's, yeah, Buku, like Arona from Buku, she has a lot of videos on different stitches. I don't know if any one of you from Toronto went to the Create Now Summit, which happened in, I think it was 2000 and I want to say maybe 18 or 19. And Arona, she organized that alongside the developers and owners of Spoonflower. So there were a lot of speakers on there, like at that. That was at the University of Toronto, U of T. And you know that old building, Melissa, did you ever go back and check that old building where it said Art Gallery at U of T? Let's move your eye over slightly more. So I've straightened your face a little bit. You may have to change your lips a little bit down there. No, Melissa says she hasn't been back up to U of T. Reb says, I'm cleaning my studio, but I've got a beetle to draw this morning. Oh, cool. And Reb says she's stalling. Leslie says, just found out my garden was all destroyed last night by raccoons. Oh, no. Darn raccoons. And Leslie says, I know, love them, but not in the garden. Oh, I'm so sorry, Leslie. And Nanette says, I'll check out Creative Bug. Check Creative Bug out. Yeah, you just missed their birthday sale. Their birthday sale they had, I think it was like half a year for, oh, what was it? Like $20 or something like that. It was crazy. Melissa says, I think you can get a month for $1 or something crazy like that on Creative Bug. Yeah, it was I used to pay $5 a month, and I know a lot of people who pay $5 a month, and I think it's worth it. Like, they have so many great classes. I think you can join the newest ones of that month, and then you get one to add to your library. Melissa says, Reb, I love that you and Alinda met on the weekend. Oh yeah, are you guys in the same city? Reb? Okay. Because your head is at a tilt here, I think I need to just pull this out a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna just have a look at what flowers we've got for today, and then see what we can put around this portrait of yours. Oh, they're pretty. They're from Bernadette. So I could do some, I could make this a little bit wider here. Hibiscus. They probably grow everywhere in the South really, really well. They're so pretty. Okay, so maybe I will do the hibiscus in the background. But I think, Reb, I think you like, do you like oranges? And because the flowers that you sent, or don't you care about colors? I was going to say, do you want like certain colors? And then I have to erase a few little things on your piece if I can find my pencil with the eraser. I had lots of 6Bs, and I'm not sure where they're all disappearing to. I know that they're somewhere. I think I want some more hot coffee because my coffee it gets cold so quickly. I'm going to use the little coffee heater. I don't have that much left, but I just need it a little bit hotter. I should just put it on there straight away when I bring it down so it stays warm, but I don't think about that. I think, oh, I'm gonna drink it for sure. Orange is my favorite, but do whatever inspires you. Okay, so I could do, why don't I use the big hibiscus for down here, and then I'll do the zucchini flowers in the background. I can do that. I'll do that. Melissa, how was Sunday? How was Ray's first session at the Harbourfront? Did a lot of people come? I know that you said you had all your friends come, which is nice. Maria, check with your library. Mine offers free creative bug. Oh, yes. Thank you, Maria. Did you see that, Nanette? Oh, yeah. Nanette says, thanks, Maria. I'll see what my library offers. And Maria, do you remember that the lady on Creative Bug who does the embroidery classes? Do you remember her name? I've done a couple of them. Like she has, you can get her patterns on her Etsy store, but she releases quite a few classes on Creative Bug. And her Instagram handle, I feel like, is not what her name is. It's something else. Melissa says, Sunday was a lot of fun. A great kickoff to the summer season. Now we just need the weather. Yeah. The weather would be helpful. Mind you, it was beautiful yesterday. We had such a pretty day yesterday. Yeah, and a half pretty day today. Oh, is it going to rain later? I haven't looked. Not Reb. I think I'm going to go with a dark orange in between these. This is more looking like a brown, but that's okay. I'll put a little bit of orange on the hibiscus flowers as well. Nanette says, I saw the most gorgeous sunrise this morning at 5:30. Oranges and blues. Did you take a picture? Oh, Melissa says, is Lisa Solomon the embroidery teacher? No, it's not Lisa Solomon. No, she does color meditation, Lisa Solomon. No, it'll come to me, and if not, I'll quickly look it up, because they're amazing classes. So if you have Creative Bug, they are just, yeah, they're great. I'm gonna look it up quickly so that I know. No. Is CB artist Jody Alexander? No, not her. Let me look. Drop Cloth. What's her name? Ah, just came to me before I even looked it up. Drop Cloth. If you go to Drop Cloth on Instagram. Oh, she changed her thing. Rebecca Ringquist. I know that some of you have done her embroidery samplers, but she has some beautiful samplers. I just want to show you, like these ones. She has little sample, oh, I don't want to do that, sample books, but yeah, she goes through all the stitches. I did one with where you put the name of where you, like this is one of them, a drop cloth sampler. So you can actually purchase the, you can actually purchase the drop cloth sampler, and then it has like written on it the stitches. That's really, like this one, that's really helpful. Or you can just follow along with the stitches. Yeah, so it's drop cloth embroidery samplers, and she has like 3 or 4 classes on Creative Bug. And that says, oh, I just came across her name recently, suppose when I was looking up embroidery books. Yeah. Has anybody else done her samplers? She teaches very well. I forgot to do the middle part of the flower here. Let me take a lighter color and add that. All right, let's go to Reb gave me a flower of a zucchini flower, or a picture of a zucchini flower, which I'm going to add in the back here. It needs to be more orange. What is everybody up to this morning? Tell me what you're up to. Are you drawing? Are you painting? Are you up to date with the flowers? Are you excited that your 100-day project is going to be finished in like 5 days? Okay, I'm going to get some light greens in. How come I've got 2 of these? They look exactly the same, don't they? Well, no, one's a little bit darker. Let's see. This one and... oh yeah, it's slight change. Yeah, this paper isn't the best for markers, but it's okay. Once I get like other things over the top, you really don't see these little, all the little marks. But that's probably why they're called markers, because they make marks. So I guess I gotta embrace the marks. C says yes. Reb says, I'm kind of glad, ready for something new. Yes. And Meryl says, I did one on Creative Bug, landscape embroidery by Lauren Holton of Lark Rising Embroidery. That was fun. Yeah, I know, I remember that one, but if you're looking for specific stitches, I think Rebecca Ringquist is great for like learning about embroidery. If you don't know too many things about embroidery, I think it's a great way. I think the one that you did, Meryl, Lauren Holton, it was more like abstract and yeah, a little bit not as structured. Reb says, I'm going to do a Q&A for the last one. Ooh. That'll be cool. Will you, hang on, are you going to be live, Reb? When you do your videos, do you go live? I have notifications turned off on my phone, so I don't get notifications when people are live, which I could turn on. That's very bright, isn't it? Let's dull it down a little bit. It's a little bit crazy. Just in some areas. We'll create some light. Oh, and I want to go back to, I think I'm going to put marker on your hair and then I will add to it because I just want to block that in. I know your hair is a little bit red, but I can do that with Neo colors as well. And your eyes are a really cool color. They're almost like, they're like a dark bluey teal. I feel like sea. Are yours a very similar color to that? I think they are. Okay, I think my coffee is probably boiling now. I wonder if it does actually boil in here. I don't think it does. Let's turn that off and I can have a sip in a minute. Oh. Susan says, excited to see the flip through of your Mexico work. Yes. I may do either a Substack live or I may do an Instagram live and a Substack live next week of that. Because I really haven't posted much on Instagram at all of my 100-day project. It did get in a little bit on stories, but yeah, I haven't posted too much at all, which has been fine because it's been a lot of different things. Actually, I want a lighter one first. That is, yeah, I'm gonna block it in and then go over with the brighter orange. So these, as Lou pointed out the other day, these markers, they are not watercolor markers, whereas the other Staedtler markers are watercolor markers. So you can see that they don't blend. They're water... I don't think they're not alcohol. They are water-based, but the other ones you can blend, and these ones you can't. So I definitely prefer the other ones, I think, but I'm using these because there's a lot of colors, and they've been great for this month, for sure. So, is anybody going to Jen's this afternoon? It's at 4 p.m. Not sure if anyone is part of her book club. I know that Maria is. Oh, and Reb says, no lives, too much pressure. And Reb says, no, I'll be answering questions people submitted while I draw. Ah. And Reb says, mine are actually hazel, but they pick up a lot of color from around me. Oh, okay, interesting. Good to know that I didn't just draw them, you know, in blue, seeing as they're hazel. That should have been a lot lighter, like a yellow almost. I'll go over that. That's the flower. I'm gonna have to go over that. Seven minutes. Well, I don't think I'm gonna get this done in 7 minutes. So I may have to go over another 10, probably. Some markers are extremely juicy compared to others. This one is very juicy. I don't know if they really look like zucchini flowers, but I'm just getting a little bit of orange on here. All right, let's get some color on Reb's face. Hazel. We'll go with the green first. And then a little bit of brown. Oops. Okay, where is that eraser gone? I'm gonna have to find it soon. I have another one somewhere, but I don't think this one's gonna do it. Let's try. Oh yeah, that's good. A field note pencil. I should really go through my drawers of everything, because I have a lot of stuff that I don't really use or need. I'm gonna put a tiny little bit of this blue. Melissa says, I might tune into Jennifer's session today, but I feel so bad that I gave up on the book. I gave up on the book too. I have it in Audible. Maybe I will go for a long walk today and see if I can get into it again. I know that Maria, she read it. And just finished the picture of it on Monday. It looked great, the hotel. How is the audiobook to listen to? I found the book really hard to read and follow. It is, I haven't been able to finish it because I keep going back because I get lost. And I don't know if it's the narrator or if it's me. And it could be me because, I don't know, spring's here and I get distracted by like plants and flowers. And like a kid, I get distracted by like birds and flowers and plants as I'm walking. So then my my concentration on the book is not so good. Maria said Melissa said, I think I will like the audiobook better. And Maria says the narrator is great. The narrator is great. I think I was just in my head when, like, it was just the beginning of spring when everything was changing here. And I tried listening to it on my walks and I couldn't get into it. But maybe when like characters don't catch you, but I probably, like Maria said the other day, like it takes like a couple of chapters and then it gets better. So I just gotta stick it out probably, but it's a bit late now. I could still come and just listen as well. It'll maybe inspire me. Did anyone watch the end of The Handmaid's Tale? See, did you end up watching it? You're looking a little bit strange right now, Rebecca. I have to definitely work some more into this. Once I put the 14B on, then it should all come together. Made you look a little bit older than you are. It's just because I haven't put definition on anything yet, and it's all looking a little bit wishy-washy. But it should come together with the 14B. Well, you don't have any eyebrows at the moment either. Okay. Yes, I think so too, C. C says, I love it, but I think there's room for more. Susan says, I did too. Thought they did a good job with the ending. I thought so too. Some closures, but definitely left you wanting more. Well, also because I'm like, yeah, there are certain things that I'm like, how could she do that with her one child? Is she going to find her other child? Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, there were certain incidents where you're like questioning, but yeah, very clever with the ending, I thought. This way, if they want to do something more, they could, but I know that they say it's the last one. And is she going to be part of the next one? Do you guys know that? Like the one with Lydia? Rebel, make sure to tag your YouTube in the description as well, so that people can find you. I'd like this to be much lighter. There we go. And a little bit more pink on this side here. Could even have gone a little bit blue in there. If you are joining and you didn't see the beginning of this, I talked a little bit about what we're doing in June and I showed you an example. If you go to my Substack, my newsletter on Substack, I just put a post out yesterday to explain it. And I think, well, even if you rewatch the beginning of this YouTube, you'll get an idea of what we're thinking about doing or what we're doing. I think a lot of people understand it, but some people don't really understand, or they haven't been around to listen to us explain it entirely. So if you want to join us, that would be fantastic. And I'm loving everybody's additions to the Padlet. And if you haven't, there's still lots of room to add yours. So oh, she's directing the next one. Ah, Melissa says your eyes are so beautiful, Reb. Yes, you have great eyes, and I don't know if I've done them justice, but okay. Need to correct this to dark, and it gets a little bit gummy, the newer colors sometimes. Okay, I'm just gonna add some wisps of hair here just to frame your face, because if not, it'll just disappear a little bit. I think I've made you a little bit older, Reb. Sorry. I've aged you. I know the flowers should curve around, but this is a way of being, I like this way of putting a pattern down on a shirt and not worrying too much about, you know, getting the flowers in the right spot. You can just give the illusion that there's shadows and creases over the top. It's almost like putting paper, like a pattern paper down and then drawing on top of that. All right, so I do want to probably work a little bit more on the zucchini flowers, even if I just look at the stalks and things like that. Oh, hello, Piper. I don't know what she's been eating, but she's looking like she's gonna throw up a hairball. I don't want to put too much pencil down here, just a little bit more shadow. And then I need the white for the, do I have it in here or do I have it, did I put it back? Oh, I did put it back. Look at me. Look at me putting things back where they should be. All right. And that is definitely too dark. The eraser is much better on the black wing. Too much pencil. Reb's like, it's me. It's kind of you. I think there are things that I can correct a little bit here. You have beautiful features, and I hope I've done them justice. Yeah, I'm going to go in between some of these leaves also. I could have done a better job, I think, with the background. But you're the front and center, so that's the most important thing. Ah! I think I'm done, Reb. I should probably just stop now before I start adding lots and lots and lots and lots of things. Oh, my eyes have gone all boggly. Thank you. Thank you, C. Bye, Susan. C says, Reb, it's so nice to see you and put a face to your name. I love the flowers that you posted, and I would like to add them to this journal. Oh, very sweet. I can send you the flowers. Yeah, she sent me this one. Oh, Reb, what is this one, by the way? And the zucchini flowers. love zucchini flowers. You know, I heated my coffee up and I didn't even drink it. I'm just going to put made by Reb. Even though, or maybe I'll just put Rebecca. Do you have a last name? Rebecca? Just in case, like, you know, maybe you're famous and I don't know it, but one day, you never know. Thank you, Joanne. Reb Benitez. Okay. And just a reminder to give me a thumbs up if you are here and watching. And if you watch this after the stream, make sure you comment and say hi. It's always nice to know who is here with us. And this is Reb. She has her own YouTube channel. And she's been doing the 100-Day Project too, which you can go and watch her drawing over on her YouTube channel. So I will put her link in the description. Reb says, LOL, I am not. Okay, now I've missed. What are you not? Remind us. Remind us that you are not something or other. I feel like maybe your nose. I'm going to just use this. Sometimes like that line is unnecessary to do so heavy, and I've learned over the years that it's enough just to put, your brain fills in the blanks a lot of times, so yeah, sometimes it's enough just to do the shadow on the other side rather than doing a line down there. Oh, you're not famous. But hey, maybe one day you will be famous. You never know. All right, I'm going to stop before I mess it up. Reb, I'll be in contact with you, because if you are interested in having your portrait, then we'll get it to you. And yes, reminder to those of you who just showed up, go back to the beginning and watch the replay, because you'll get an insight to what's happening. And if you want to restack my post on Substack, that would be great, because this way people who haven't seen it will see it. A lot of times I feel like, I think Substack is also like, there's an algorithm to that too, and really it's only seen if people share it. But you know, don't feel like you have to, but if I know that a lot of people haven't seen it yet, so I think it'll just be a really nice relaxing month and enjoying color. Okay, take care everybody. Thank you Reb for being our gardener of today. Have a really good day everybody. Bye. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow.